Path Out of Poverty program is a flagship program of the Goedgedacht Trust, which started about 16 years ago with the aim of trying to address the generational cycles of rural poverty as we see it on farms and in small rural communities. When we started this program, we saw lots of incidences of alcohol abuse on farms. We saw lots of violence abuse against children and women. We saw children not going to high school, dropping out at primary school. And what we tried to do was to come up with a rural development model that is sustainable and replicable, that can address the issues that children and young people face on farms and in rural communities to try and escape the cycles of the generational historical poverty. POP is a very simple program in that it's got 4 different elements. The one is to try and keep the children on farms here in the Paarl area in school for as long as possible so that they reach their full potential in life. The second element is to try and make sure that they've got a nutritious meal every day, that they are fed every day and they become healthy so that they're physically healthy and mentally healthy. The third simple element is to try and make sure that the children can communicate, that they don't use violence to bring a point across, which is where they come from and the history that they are born into. And the fourth element, which is very important, is to try and educate our children on the farms in the discussions that are taking place around global warming and climate change, because in the end they are the ones that are going to be most affected.
The relationship between Goedgedacht Trust and Just Trees started about 4 years ago. We realized that the children of our staff and the children from farms in the area needed some activity to do after school and during the school holidays, because they tended to hang around with nothing to do. We're tree farmers and we're not experienced at uplifting social communities, so we did some research on the internet, and Goedgedacht Trust and their Path Out of Poverty program came up. I contacted them and I met with Ingrid, and there was an immediate connection. I mean, our desire was to help the kids, and they had all the tools at their disposal. The new POP facility in Paarl basically includes a crèche and an after-school facility for the children that come from farms around this area. There's about 10 farms, and it probably caters for around 100 children. The initial POP centre started about a year ago, and we're busy with an expansion at the moment.
My verantwoordelikhede hier by POP 6 is eerstens om te kyk dat die kinders 'n veilige spasie het en dat hulle kan voel hulle is by die huis. En eerstens dan tweedens om te sien dat hulle huiswerk doen, want soos julle weet is onderrig baie belangrik en jy kan nêrens gaan sonder as jy nie matriek het nie. So eerstens om vir hulle dan skoolwerk te gee en dan toe te sien dat hulle dit gaan doen, en dan ook soos byprogramme soos sport en dan ook klimaatsverandering en so meer.
Wat ek geniet van die popprogram is wanneer ons meer vriende maak en in die week die aktiwiteite wat ons doen, want dis meer dinge, daar's klomp dinge wat jy leer, en dis van die speletjies wat ons speel is baie opwindend en dit gee ons meer die moed om meer na die popprogram toe te kom.
Van die popsentrum wat ek geniet is die sport wat ons doen en die kos wat ons doen en die speletjies wat ons speel en al die interessante goed wat ons doen, wat ons leer hierso.
The future plans for the POP program is to finish this project where we are now, and then to get the program up and running and to make sure that the children have a safe space where they can attend after-school programs in the afternoons, where they are fed on a regular basis, where they can attend holiday programs and life skills programs to teach them manners and values and so forth for their future. We are hoping to set up 5 additional centres for this year, one in Porterville, which is funded by PPC, and then also 8 additional centres in the Eastern Cape in partnership with the Department of Rural Development and Land Reform. So we're hoping that these POP centres will pop out in at least about 5 different areas for the next couple of months.